Read a smile behind my mask. How long will it last? Stimulus going fast. Government won't act. How long will this be going
Aloha, this
on?
is Skye, your Soulful Progressive with FNN-Feminist News Network, that feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Skye Early. Welcome to Skye in the Ava Pui Room, giving you that soulful news you need, yes indeed. And if you haven't told a friend to like and subscribe and get that soulful news that soulful way, well baby, you better let them know it can get served up today. Now, what is it I want to talk about today? What is going on? Trump is now moving out. He will not be there for the transition of the new one moving in. There's got to be a good COVID cleanup at the White House before Biden moves in. They're vetting all of the soldiers now to see which one are from in the inside that may be Trump loyalists, aka white supremacists, nationalists, racists. But we're not talking what we expect. We're talking what the progressives expect out of Biden's first 100. And we're going to talk about that right now. And what is it that we expect as progressives from Biden? What is it we as feminists want from Biden in his first 100 years? To take care of the people, the land, and make unions strong again. That's what we're talking about. Now, what he said he's going to do is reverse the climate accord. That's one good step. He said he's going to stop the lease and on fracking, which is destroying towns and cul-de-sacs across America, turning into little tar pits and poison water with the Dakota pipeline, while they're doing eminent domain claim on people's lands, like they're doing here in Hawaii with these military bases claiming land so they can have maneuvers and stuff on their land. And that's been in their families for generations. And you know, when the government takes their land like that, they give them whatever market price they want to make up. They just don't give them what the market price for that state is. So they give them whatever. If they decide they want to give you just a few $100s, they do. It's ugly. It's real ugly. Now, what I want to let you know is that there is a lot of people that are progressive females that are for the stopping of this Dakota pipeline, if you noticed any of the protests. Now, what we're also for, seeing that it's mainly single women that are suffering and getting unemployed, that are losing their 9-to-5s to watch their children due to the shortage of good daycare. We need a universal daycare program. Warren talked about it. Sanders never mentioned it. But Harris needs to pick that up. Now, this is a woman that's never had children, so I don't know how she feels about working mothers for real, knowing that her mother had a lot of support coming from her family, being a single working mother herself. I don't know, but that's what's needed. And what's also needed is to make sure we feed people and get a national food program going that will be a little bit better than what we're doing with SNAP, but it guarantees fresh fruits and vegetables to children. We have a WIC program that gives eggs, milk, and cheese, but we need one that gives fresh vegetables. and make sure those that are slowly going back into school feed the children too, and have increased food programs in those schools. And what does progressives want to see? Municipal Wi-Fi, and Yang is talking about it, but more people's banks, due to the fact that these banking systems are barely giving out loans during COVID and not really being there to garner help through mandatoriums on accounts that are going delinquent. If we had more of a people's bank, we could solve those problems that credit unions that are slowly acting like regular banks are doing. So it'll be more of the old school credit union way. Now, I know you agree with me that Biden needs to get behind more of these measures. You know what I'm saying? More of these progressive measures and build them up so we can get over this COVID crisis because I'm going to tell you, it's not going to recover back the way you think it's going to recover back. The way you had it before it's gone. It should be all about how we are just hygiene, cautious, aware, cultural boundaries aware, and aware that we all are the same and we need to concentrate on infrastructure, jobs, and building back up the economy in a healthy way where people are surviving and not struggling. And once we get that in and put it together and get a CCC type of program, the FDR, and work on that infrastructure and start getting those kind of jobs going so people can have a little bit of hope, and at the same time we're building a better America to be more to have a better infrastructure, so when it gets back to where we can get tourists and open up our borders and be able to do commerce like we used to, we got the ability to do it. Because roads aren't going to be a whole thing, you know. You know what? We're not going to be able to be like the Jetsons and fly in the sky. You know why? Because everybody's going to be too broke to afford it. And if we're going to keep going the way we are, there might be Jetsons, but they'll all be the rich ones flying up there. And you'll be on the ground looking at them saying, I wish I had. Now, wealth needs to be shared. Wealth needs to be given. It needs to be treated like it's treated in the Netherlands and other European countries that are taking care of their citizens during COVID. You've seen it. People's been talking about it. How Japan is taking care of 100% of their people who are not working to stay at home. 90% for Netherlands, and on and on. Now, if you agree that these are important things as female, feminists, progressives, BLMs, ADOS, people of color need to be concerned about in Biden's first 100 years, let me know. Leave those comments below at FeministNewsN at gmail.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. And remember, I'm that Soulful Progressive One on Twitter. Got that rant of the day on Blogger. And thanks for joining and building up that news crew. All because of you. I know that's right. And we gotta remember, in this era of hate, we gotta participate. You know why? Because there's a lot of progressive issues that Biden needs to get through that we need to get active behind. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Peace.
See the smile behind my mask. How long will it last? Stimulus going fast. Government won't act. How long will this be going on? I'm standing here in